Hello campers. You may find yourself on a job, at 6 in the morning, so there's places you can get coffee. Look into that. So I want to show you a little project today. Okay, if you find yourself on a project by yourself, no helper, your boys are still in bed, all your friends that know what to do, they're unavailable. So you got to do it yourself, but sometimes it involves large objects. So you got these tall pantry type cabinet and these long vanities. Big boys. You're not going to be lifting that up by yourself. Look at that. Okay, I've got to get them in through the doorway. The tall stuff has to fit under the soffits. And if you take a view from this side, it's all got to go in there. How am I going to get them in here without damaging them? We can't damage them, and we can't hurt ourselves, because if you get hurt, then your wife's going to say things you don't want to hear. So I'm going to show you a few tricks of the trade today. If the light ever comes on so early it's dark. It's great, isn't it? Alright, we got to get something to put on the floor, because some floors you don't want to damage, but in this case you just don't want to damage your product. Probably could drag some of it, but because the toe kick's not going to be seen, but it's about making it a little easier too, smoother. You don't have to lift all these heavy things. You can slide them, you can use leverage, and that way you're not killing yourself. Now these cabinets have the doors all swinging the same way, but if you'll notice when we get them in there, you're going to have one on each end here, these tall ones. Right, so the doors will open this way. I want it to open this way, right? Wait a minute. So you got to rehang them. You got to set the doors, rehang the doors the way you want them. So another thing about it is you got to make cutouts. The old electrician, the customer decided he wants an outlet right in the side of the cabinet. And then you go, what's this one over here? Give me all kind of instructions. That's all right. We need instructions. And find out this is going to be a junction box. Because when this is all done, it's all going to be glass and tile. They don't want any outlets in the backsplash. So we're going to punch it through the side here. Get the panel on here. Punch it through the side. And that wire has to get taken over. I'm not sure how he's going to do it without having a wire, but that's not my problem. I'm not the electrician, so I have to prep for him. And both of them have that one on each side, so you have the side quad and then the outside two gang box. He left one here for me in case I don't know how to do it. It's good. You got to have some template to decide how to make the hole. So take inventory of everything before you start putting it in, but I noticed these center base cabinets have these pieces on the bottom, so you got to determine whether they stay or not. And because they're sticking out, I'm pretty sure they come off. They're for packaging purposes only. Take them out, pay attention. And when I come out here, I see these two cabinets are different sizes. This guy here is 54 and this one's 60. So of course you don't have a set of drawings. This isn't a big job. Customer bought the stuff, said put it in, boy. So you got to measure, double check, and call them up, because you don't want to put the left one on the right one on the left. This might be a reason for it. I look at these cabinets and they look about the same. Drawer, door, drawer. So, but I know which one it goes where, because I already talked to the owner. What do you think I am anyway? Come on, people. Call them up, ask them. Okay, you got to make your cutouts, but you got to check your area. Plumb and level. Plumb, straight up and down, level. You know, the world is spinning around like crazy, but God makes it so. It's really tight right here. It's called gravity. Anyway, do you think this house is level? Do you think these walls are plumb? If nothing else, they're going to be bowed, because it's drywall compound on there. Pull it out. You know, like we always say, the bubble don't lie. Look at that. I'm pulling it out from the wall. So your work has to be perfect. And then, you know, it shows up somewhere, but it can't show up in your product being woohoo. Little reveal here and there. You'll see what I mean. Okay, transfer that hole to the back of the cabinet. That hole to the side. Make sure you're not doing it backwards. Now it's right inside this band here, and this band is for fastening. So you're going to cut out some of the structural integrity of the cabinet, but truthfully it won't matter, because it's not going anywhere. When you come on the inside and you go, wow, the shelf's right in the way, it's going to be right there. Well, good news, boys and girls. You can move the shelf. That's why they have adjustable shelves, because we're not going to move that power now. That electrical on the wall, it's permanente, so you can move your shelf and then cut your hole. So one thing I do like about these small projects is working slower. You know, I do like big projects and going fast, but you can slow down and do things, you know, a little bit more deliberate. Maybe catch things and not make mistakes. And it's also great working alone. Don't have the owner breathing over your back, or maybe he wants to help you. Then the pressure's on and you can't double check as much or slow down. So, you know, put this cabinet in just to test it. It's a dry fit, both of them, see? And stick up in the corner there, and sure enough, it wants to settle like that. So the wall's out of plumb and the floor is out of level. So you got to make it work. Now, another thing I'm really concerned about is what kind of hinges they have on these doors. Why does it matter? Because they got to open properly. Come on, people. This really needs a little filler here on the side of the cabinet, right? Like poquito. People say, I don't want modulars because I don't like filler. I say, oh, really? Okay, so in some cases you just have to have filler, and it doesn't look bad anyway. It looks fine. It's the same material as the cabinet. But I have to see how much space do I have. When you do have modulars, you're limited. So I'm going to measure here and see if this baby's going to allow me to put a little filler there. If not, we got to adjust these cabinet doors. We'll see how they work. So you just check to see if these hinges have adjustment left or right. And even these modulars, nowadays, they're pretty good. So I'm going to try to show you. So there's a little screw here. You can, ooh, these drills are so powerful. And it pulls it away from the wall. And you pick it up here. And now you look, of course this isn't set tight here, but at the top I already moved it. And now this door, there's just enough room there. Light texture. Another reason for light texture, huh? On your walls I'm talking about. So this is it. The cabinets are kind of heavy, but you slide them, see? You just have to get a little muscle on them, but you don't have to worry about things getting damaged. Yeah, it's always good when your head's not in the picture. How are you going to see the work area and your head? Okay, I'm going to talk about it's got to be level, but it's also got to be flat. The two cabinets, you know, check it out. It's just got to be flat here. Countertop's going to come over exactly the same amount, but it's got to be level. So you really got to start at the high point unless you want to cut the bottom of your cabinet. If you do that, your toe kit gets a little small. But conversely, the other side, when the cabinet raises up, the toe kick's going to be taller. But mostly you want it taller. You can see it bumped up right there, right from the very beginning. So it's gappy going up, but it really kind of disappears in the end of it because of the toe kick material goes clear down to the finished floor. Anyway, you got to make it level, flat, and these here have to be plumb, even though these walls aren't plumb on the side. It's really fun. You should try it sometime. So when you get into your project and can't quite finish it, give me a call. I'll come over and help you. Okay, they're in. It's 10 o'clock. Got her done. Basically in 3 hours. 3.5 maybe. And it's ready to go. It's all put together. All the doors actually work. They don't hit the corners. It's all put together here. The filler goes in the middle on this one. That's where they wanted it. Bingo, bingo. Fastened to the walls. Now we're going to cut in 2 backsplash plugs. You want them here instead of in the glass. But I don't have the location yet. So this is why you get up early. Because if you're in the feather bed over there, none of this is going to get done. It's just going to sit there in the box. But man, it's 10 o'clock. I've already had at least 1 cup of coffee. Put in 4 cabinets. Feels pretty good, let me tell you. It's a beautiful day, you know. Right here in Orange County. Somewhere, I'm not going to tell you where I am. Maybe you can guess. Probably not. There's a lot of places like this in the world. So here we are. Got a little wire in the way, but otherwise it's a great view. Pacific Ocean. And it's a nice balmy day today.